Alrighty. StreamYard says that we are live. I, again, have to wait until YouTube catches up, and then I will figure this out. And StreamYard says that we are live. There we are. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Well, StreamYard still says that the viewer count is 0, so we'll give it a second. Hi. Okay. Now it looks like there's people here. Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? I apologize for being late to my own stream. I was at the gym and have been stressed out being late to a stream one other time. And then driving was really, really stressful. So I just decided to be very chill about it. And now we're good and we're here and we're going to do this. So thank you so much for joining me. Brooke is joining us right now. We might have some other people pop on later. Brooke, do you want to introduce yourself?
I guess so. Yeah. Okay. So I'm Brooke, as it says down here. Oh my God, I pointed to the right side. So I make AuthorTube content here on YouTube. I do writing vlogs. For the most part, that's all I've been doing lately. I'm vlogging camp. So if you guys are doing camp and you want to see my pathetic attempt, so I'm working on Project Blade, which is my new adult fantasy, and I'm trying to hit 25K this month for camp. That was my goal. I'm at about 15, and I'm planning on doing a 10K weekend, not a 10K day because I can't do that. So 5K today and 5K tomorrow. So yeah, I'm at about 2,100. So we'll see how that goes.
Already killing it. And like, we're only like halfway through the day. Like you are going to do just fine.
I mean, it's less impressive considering that I started very early this morning.
It's not less impressive. That makes perfect sense. That's so cool. Awesome. What I like forgot what day it was. I was gonna be like, how much longer is even in camp?
Not enough days at all. 7 days? Is there 31 days this month? I don't know.
Yes, I believe so. I am working on rereading everything that I've written in draft 4 of my Project DE up until this point so far, which means that my goal for Camp Nano July has completely gone out the window a while ago, and I'm sticking to that. I am trying to focus on the amount of like time and effort that I'm putting into the story rather than like the word count, because my goal was to finish the book, and I'm at 24,000 words right now. Finish the draft by the end of July. And so I'm like, I think it's like 96,000 words less than where I supposedly wanted to be. So we're chilling. That goal is gone. That goal is gone. Anyways. Yeah, there are lots of people here. You were here.
That's me.
Love that. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming.
Congrats on 5K, by the way. Like, I feel like it was yesterday that you hit 1,000, honestly.
Same. It's really, really cool. I'm very okay, Charlie.
I saw this. I was laughing so hard. Autumn texted me and she was like, look at this comment.
That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. There was a stream. Was it a couple months ago? Was it this?
I feel like it was a lot longer than that, actually.
I feel like was it like the fall?
It might have been. Was it for the Worldwide Write-a-thon? One of them? Is that what it was for? Or was it for like, I don't know what, or the 18-hour write-a-thon? I don't know.
I think I don't remember. Whatever. There was some live stream, but I had like a set of live streams scheduled and I signed into the wrong one and invited people to the wrong one. And then I went live on this one that was scheduled for like a week out when people, like viewers, were waiting to join, like waiting to watch like a different live stream. Everybody was confused. I think me most of all.
It was really funny though. We all had a pretty good laugh.
Oh, it was great, but it was kind of like, okay, cool. I'm glad this is, happening. But we got to figure it out. But no, thankfully that didn't happen again. We're good. I was just late. I should have been getting a massage. I feel like that would have been a really good excuse. Question for you all. How old would your characters be in a new adult book? I feel like new adult is like a weird age range.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like 17 to like 24.
Yeah, I feel like it also kind of depends on the content too, because you could like, because I feel like when I think of like adult, especially romance, I think of like adult romance is always like, look at us in careers and like getting married and stuff. And then like with new adult romance, it's like we're going to college and like, so
yeah. Or like fresh out of college trying to like figure it out. Kind of.
Yeah.
Just interesting. Okay. You guys are sweet. I'm sorry. This is funny. Anna is here. Hello. I normally read through comments, but because there's so many, I'm kind of just skipping quickly through them. Awesome. Also, we're going to be doing some lives. Oh my gosh. We're going to be doing some writing sprints today. So if you guys also want to let us know in the chat how long you want to go for our warm-up one, that would be awesome. And we'll just kind of switch off like chatting and doing some sprints and stuff. Just, trying to be productive. I'm definitely going to spend my first sprint like cleaning my kitchen, but then I get to writing.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good use of the first sprint.
I think so. And then it'll like help clear my brain because then there will be like less clutter and then I'll be good. Thank you, Charlie. It does feel like yesterday I hit like 4,000 subscribers. That was like 2 months ago.
That's so wild.
It's crazy. I mean, like, I'm super excited about it. Hopefully that means I'm doing something right, but like, it's fun. I do deserve a massage. I should get one. Thank you. Descriptions. I don't know what that was in reference to.
It's just maybe like in general, we're excited about Saturday.
I mean, we always are for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Starting early is always impressive.
I try to be impressive.
Daisy is here and says, so excited to write all together, joining from a rainy evening here in the UK. Oh,
I wish. It hasn't rained here pretty much all summer. We are in like the biggest drought of ever.
Seriously. Is it like a heat wave still?
Yeah, it is. And it's just impossibly dry. Like we've had so many fires. Like it just all of last week, it was just like on my weather app, it was like smoke. And I'm like, oh, cool. Really good.
What is like the, do you guys have like an air quality index?
We don't, because that's not really an issue ever. It's so funny because like sometimes I would go on to like Texas's weather and like see how hot it is there, because like ever since we talked about weather, which is all the time, I have the like Texas thing on my phone so I could compare like how hot it is, and I would see your like your pollution index or air quality, and I'm like, oh my god, like what is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that.
Okay. I like kind of wish I didn't have it because it makes me overthink going outside.
Yeah.
Because like I should be going outside anyways. Yeah. But I like look at the number and I'm like, is it worth it? I don't know. I'm like, I can step outside for like 5 minutes and be fine.
Yeah.
It's never
that was like me this week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Was it like hazy?
Yeah, you could tell. I was just looking out the window. Not now, it's better now, but like yeah, you could see it almost looked like foggy in a way. Like you could just tell it was smoky.
That's crazy.
Hazy, I guess, is a better word.
Well, like same difference. Thank you. You guys are great. Whoever just disliked this video, take it back. Sarah and Brooke are amazing.
I swear it's a bot thing.
It has to be. Like I get one like on every video, but it's always like one. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Same.
But if you guys haven't yet, you could hit the thumbs up button to help like offset it. It always works. Technology will kill us all if I'm not going to finish that because I don't think YouTube will like that very much. I was told new adult wasn't a thing, though. It hasn't been necessarily in traditional publishing, but there's been more of a push for it, and it's, I think, much bigger in self-publishing. Did you say that's fair?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's pretty hard to publish it traditionally, which sucks, but
yeah, hopefully it's changing.
I hope so as well.
Because, like, that's what I want to read right now is new adult. That's my mom. Because, like, adult books, you never know, like, what age the characters are and stuff until you start reading. And then you're like,
could be like 40, you know?
That's what I was going to say. I'm like, I cannot identify with these characters very much.
It's like, oh, I'm 45, I'm on my third marriage, and I have an 18-year-old child or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, no.
Like, wow. Just missed the mark on that one. Yeah, man. Okay, so we've kind of got a spread of suggestions for our first sprint. We got a 30-minute warm-up. I love that.
I'm so here for it.
10 minutes, 25 minutes. What do you think we should do, Brooke?
Oh, I don't care. I'm down for whatever. Do you want a shorter sprint or do you want a longer sprint to clean your kitchen? How clean, how messy is your kitchen, I guess, is the question.
Let's not ask that question.
Well, maybe we should do 25.
I'm like 20 or 25 I'm pretty happy with.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, 20 seems like a good kind of like middle ground. I don't know.
Yeah, let's start with 20. I feel like that's solid. That's kind of like in between what people were suggesting. Cool. Okay. Let me catch up on comments really quick and then I'll set that up. Yeah, that's what I think I'm writing too is new adult, and that's why I'm frustrated about like traditional publishing not being super cooperative in that, is that I'm like, I want to traditionally publish this book because I think that's what it is like best suited for, except for the genre, because it doesn't actually really exist in traditional publishing. Just so stupid. Congrats on 5K. You're getting closer to 6. Absolutely. I'm already at like 5.3. Again, you guys are amazing. But I'd love to write new adult person. Oh, that was the second one. Okay. Ontario Kennedy has what?
Kennedy.
As soon as it came out, I was like, hold up.
Is that where I live?
Not correct. Okay. Ontario, Canada has been raining like my aunt watching The Notebook. That's funny. New adult is a section for, okay, I need to mute my computer.
Is that you or me?
That's me.
Oh.
Sorry, I need to mute that. Okay. Rain would be so nice. It's so hot and dry here. I'm in the GTA and I keep seeing the red.
Greater Toronto area.
Okay. Immediately assumed Grand
Theft Auto. Me too.
Yeah. And I was like, is this something I'm supposed to understand?
I know.
Okay, Greater Toronto area is what that means?
I think so. I mean, I don't live there, but I'm pretty sure that's what it means.
Okay, that is really funny. Okay, wow. Okay. I feel like NA is just YA that's more mature. Yeah, I think so. Yes, it's been classified as YA, but now they also moved it to adult.
Well, they've moved, like technically the first 4 are still YA, but then the next one is adult. So they have to have it in like both sections, just with, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. But also, I don't know that I would classify like the first book as NA. Like, I think it's a little bit too, I don't know.
Yeah, the first book's pretty tame. Yeah, pretty tame.
Yeah.
And then the newest one is definitely uses some like language and stuff that would not have been.
Oh, it is adulty adult.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely had like an age switch in there, which I didn't know you were allowed to do. But also, I'm like,
do whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Just living her life.
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting. Are you starting today? I'm wondering. I'm wondering if that just means like, I'm not going to answer that because I don't know. Okay, I'll go with that. Still not saying a ton, but thank you. I don't outline. That's how. That's my problem. That might have honestly made this book process so much easier if I had actually like gone into it with an outline. I seriously, when I start my next project, I think I'm going to try an outline, but I don't know how that's going to go.
I am the exact same way. Like I pantsed my previous one, and then when I started this fantasy, I was like, I gotta go in with something because like
Yeah.
it just, and I think it's going much better. Like
Good. Okay.
yeah. After I saw Sarah print her book out, that has like been motivating me to write so that I can print this out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
It's a great reason to keep writing.
Yeah, I still need a lot more words, but we're getting there.
I mean, who doesn't at this point?
Who doesn't? Yes, I should visit because I want to go see Diane.
Yes. That would be so fun.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the first book is more like fade to black, and then it gets less and less fade to black as you go.
I think that the first book is definitely what you would like typically see in YA. And then I think like after the success of that book, they were just like, you know what, Sarah, do whatever you want.
Just like do your thing. Just keep writing, keep giving us books, and we will print anything you write. I'm sure that's how that conversation went. It was like the shortest phone call of all time. Interesting. I thought Mistborn was YA.
I have one of his books here. I've had it for like over a year, and I have not gotten the courage to open it because it is humongous.
Oh, they're all huge. Mm-hmm. They're all series, and so they're multiple massive books.
I'm not even sure that I'm reading the correct one either. Everybody has different opinions on which one you should read first, and I'm just like, I don't even know. I don't even know if I'm reading the right one, you know?
Oh my gosh, I would hate that.
Yeah.
Like the not having clarity.
I know. I'm like, tell me what to do. Or do I have to call up Brandon and be like, hey?
Call up Brandon. You totally should. Just like casually. It took a second for me to understand what you
I was like, I guess that wasn't funny.
It was. It just took a second. Sorry. That's really funny. You should, 100%.
Yeah.
You know, you have them on speed dial.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
I've always thought that the idea of like a serialized publication would be really interesting, but I don't know how I would actually pull that off. That's the end of the thought.
Full stop.
Okay, I have heard that Save the Cat Writes a Novel has worked for like a lot of people. I have it too. It's on my...
I freaking love it. It is the best investment in my writing I have ever made, hands down.
Really? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I love it. I feel like it's changed the way that I write for the better, for sure. It's going to make editing so much better.
Really?
So,
okay.
Yeah.
I've only looked at the beat sheet. I have not read the rest of the book.
I mean, honestly, most of the book is just examples. Like, so they have the beat sheet and then they have like really in-depth explanations of each beat, which is only about that much of the book. And the rest of it, that is not that big. The rest of it is all just like, if you write this genre, here's more examples. If you write this genre, so you don't need to read the whole thing cover to cover. I haven't.
Okay, cool. So, it's good to know. I used that to outline my Camp Nano July project the last year.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I just think I didn't have enough of a grasp of the story going into outlining that like it just didn't work. So I need to try it again.
No.
No, but I love apocalypse novels.
Watch The Walking Dead? I don't know. You know?
Yeah, like watch The Walking Dead. Watch any other like apocalypse movie out there, like movies, books, whatever. Just take notes. You'll be good. It'll be fun. Yeah, that would be such a sick book.
So cool.
Oh, I love like dystopian and apocalypse books. I miss that era when we were like in high school and like the Hunger Games and Divergent and stuff were coming out, I was like, that was like a good block. That was a good, like, oh, it was a good time.
Yeah, the like dystopian kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
I have so much nostalgia for that.
Oh, me too. I'm like, oh, I miss those days. Oh my goodness. Snurdle says, oh my gosh, I know, right? That would be insane to have just like the absolute trust. And oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, and she sold um so the most recent book that came out, so Court of Silver Flames and the two books kind of following that vein. She sold those or she pitched that when she was drunk. She like went out to get drinks with her editor, I think, and then her editor called the agent the next day and was like, I want to buy these books. And just was like, Sarah hadn't even like drafted or anything. And she was like, she had pitched it when she was drunk. And she like literally sold like the book rights like the next day or something like that. And I was like, oh my gosh,
That's wild.
incredible. I'm like, oh, the power. She's so cool. Okay, so how do I go about finding beta readers when the time comes without having many friends in like writing or reading? There's a lot of people that you can find online to do it. There are like Facebook groups and stuff. There are also um, people like Brooke who does like beta reading on Fiverr and whatnot. And so you can get, there's like so many ways to find people. Um, I found all of mine through like online friends. So it's very easy to come up. It's just very easy to find online friends who are also interested in writing, who then also are interested in beta reading for you. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm assuming this is about Sanderson.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a time investment to start Sanderson's novels.
Oh my God, it's like a life investment.
Oh, 100%. Okay, I'm going to stop here and we're going to start our sprint because I was trying to catch up and then that did not happen. Okay, so we said 20 minutes. All right, so thank you again to everybody for being here. We are about to start sprint number 1 of this stream, and we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Thank you. What?
Were you going to say thank you for watching?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it.
What do we normally say? Happy productivity.
Yeah.
That's the one. Happy productivity, everyone. That is time. Awesome. That concludes our first sprint of the day, which was 20 minutes. And it looks like we have another person joining us. And here she is. Just stop sharing my screen. I always forget how to do that.
Hi.
Hi. Bree, for the people that may not know you, do you want to do a little intro?
Sure. So I'm Bree Bonomo. I do AuthorTube and BookTube and a random life stuff on my channel. I have kind of been a little bit more sporadic lately because my life is crazy, but I've been pretty much posting when I can, and I'm working on an adult fantasy novel that I am hoping to query by the end of the year. So I am doing my read through of my second draft, and we're 100 pages in, which is nice, but it's slow go.
Nice. Good progress, though.
Yeah. So considering it's been I think I made 100 pages in 4 days total because I have not been reading it at all.
That's still awesome.
Yep.
Wow. Very cool. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I'm trying to figure out kind of where I left off in the comments before that sprint. Thank you. And also thank you for coming. Ooh, what color did you dye your hair?
The important question.
Absolutely. Also, how did you guys do during that sprint?
I know I distracted everything.
No, it's not you. It's me. It was, yeah. I just haven't live streamed in a while. And so it's more just I'm out of practice with what I'm used to saying. But yeah, let us know how you guys did during that sprint. If you're doing Camp Nano July, let us know how you are doing overall with your goal as well, because I want to hear all about that. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to.
You should never do that. Pretty much, because what ends up happening is if you query someone, an agent, and they like something, they're expecting it to be polished and completely finished, because if they want to represent you, they want to see how the whole book is going to come out. So it'll be an automatic rejection for you if you don't have that finished.
And they also want to make sure that you can finish things, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Unless it's a memoir. If it's a memoir, then all you need is a part of it or a pitch for it. Then that's a lot different though. But if it's any kind of full novel, fiction wise, nonfiction, yeah, you need the whole thing.
Interesting. Thank you, Gio. Okay. Oh, wow. You've been working on, I'm assuming, reading this book if you need to switch to the audiobook. Is that one of Sanderson's novels?
Yeah.
This one? I'm yeah, oh yeah, Starmlight. I am so terrified to read this. That's why it's just been sitting here.
Dude, same.
How much is that?
I think it's almost 1,500. That the one I have is almost 1,500, but it's small. It's a trade paperback, mass market paperback.
It's 1,000. Yep, ooh. Literally 1,001 pages.
I haven't started mine either, Bree. I was talking about this. That's the one that I have too. That I was like, I don't know if this is even the right one.
Well, this was my goal, was to read this whole series this year, and then I decided to go back to school. So that wasn't very well. That when I made my goals for this year, my going back to finish my classes was not in my wheelhouse. So I might get through one maybe if I'm ambitious. It's just
how many books are in the series?
So I think there's 3 for the first trilogy, and then there's another 3, but I don't know if all 3 of those ones are out. And then I think he has another trilogy planned. I could be wrong, but at least there's going to be 6 books so far.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But the second series is so much skinnier.
So much skinnier.
Yep. So that one's less intimidating, but I was told I cannot read that series first by my friend who is obsessed with Brandon Sanderson.
Okay. Interesting. I still want to read some of his books because I haven't read any of them, but they're intimidating to get into.
Yep, that's why I keep putting it off.
Solid. Anna, I love this comment because I am home. Clearly, that's not working. People are saying hi to Bree. Okay.
Hi.
Jumped. The audiobook is amazing and has 2 narrators, and each book is about 50 hours long, so it's definitely worth the money. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh, cute. That sounds fun. Cute. Grayson is working on a rewrite right now and got 282. Nice. 405, and I'm failing my goal, but you're making progress. Congrats. I won't be writing till a little later, but I'm listening. Camp Nano isn't going great. I feel that. Okay, I'm doing camp but daydreaming at the moment as I'm sorting my clothes into storage boxes. Oh, are you moving? Or just like storing clothes or something? Sounds exciting.
Some people do. I know, like up here, because we have all seasons, I know some people will do like they'll box up like winter clothes and then like bring out their summer clothes. I cannot be bothered with that. So
yeah, I just shove stuff to the back of my closet.
Yep. And I did, yes. It is dyed.
I like it. How recently did you do that?
The 6th of July.
Oh, okay. Nice.
But I know my 2 videos that I posted in July were before I filmed them before I dyed it. So
okay. Well, I like it. It looks good.
Thank you. Yes, and you are 100% right, because I just realized I have the second book that I showed is the Mistborn book. So you're right. So this is why I have not read them, because there's too many and they're confusing.
That is so funny.
Yep. So I have one of the Sanderson Stormlight Archives and one of the second trilogy Mistborn novel.
Okay.
Just to be confusing.
Good. I mean, there's no other way.
Yeah.
They're super intimidating, but the character work is some of the best I've ever read. I've heard that his character work and his world building is insane.
Yeah, I definitely think he deserves all the accolades from what I love watching him talk and like following his YouTube channel. I love it. I just like can't jump into it. And his podcast, the Writing Excuses that he's part of, my favorite podcast ever. I tote that all the time if you need like support in writing.
Okay. I have not heard of that. I definitely need to write that down.
Yeah, I mean, they have really, really great stuff. There's so many episodes, but like if you're looking for like specific, like if I'm not sure about querying, there's podcasts on that. If you're not sure about editing, there's podcasts on that. World building, character building, getting into agenting, getting into the book world and like that whole side of things, where to start with writing. Like they literally cover everything, and they're 15 minutes long. So it's like the best.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Snurdle or Anna says, if you read anything of his, go with the Mistborn trilogy first. I binged it in about a week. Okay, good to know. It's definitely like the main one that people talk about of his series. That might just be like the gateway drug.
I think so. From what I understand, is a lot of people say that it's like bridges YA. So like if you're used to reading YA, that's a good series to start with because it's like a little bit easier to digest.
Okay, cool. 176 and I'm planning on finishing Nano tonight. That's awesome.
Yay, congrats.
I'm currently trying to make more of a structured schedule and daily routine than what I currently have. So a lot of staring blankly at a planner. I feel that. Well, good luck. I know it's hard. I've written on and off all day today, currently working on my work in progress. I've done lots of rewriting / editing, but I've written 2,000 words so far today within around 3 hours. That's awesome. I've given up on Nano this time. I just haven't had a good stretch of time to get words in. This is the first time I've really sat down. Well, I hope that you were productive today. No, not yet to moving. They're under bed storage boxes as my old rich plastic boxes have cracked and broken after years. Okay, nice. Yeah, Brandon Sanderson's videos are really cool. 15 seasons.
Yeah, like I said, there's so many episodes. I'm like really
Wow.
behind because I've been trying to power through some audiobooks, so I haven't had much time to like sit and listen to my podcast, but I love it.
Gotcha. Jesse is editing a chapter for a first-person Gothic in
Love it.
Got 656. That's awesome. I gave up on Nano because I was in a play this month and it was just too much. Oh, that's cool.
Awesome though. What play, can I ask?
Oh yeah,
I don't know it, but
yeah. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask. One of my favorite podcasts is 88 Cups of Tea, but they seem to be on a hiatus at the moment. That sucks. I love them.
I love them too. I was on one of their podcasts. That was fun.
Were you? Which one?
They did like right during the pandemic. They were trying, because of like production was slow or whatever, they reached out to the community on like their Facebook. So if you're not in their Facebook page and you have Facebook, they're like wonderful. But they were like, does anyone want to do like a 15-minute segment of just like talking to the community and like how you're getting through the pandemic and how like your creative endeavors are going? So I was picked as one of them, and that was really fun.
That is so cool. Do you remember what the title is? Your
I
name?
know. So there's a video. It had to been last April because I think it was during NaNoWriMo. And I actually said, I think in my title, it was like being on a podcast. So I could probably link it. Let me find it real quick.
You should.
Because that was, and then I could just link the actual podcast. But yeah, it was really fun. I'm at like the end, and it's like a 2-hour long, of course. But it was really nice to just to listen to like everyone though. So it was kind of nice because like I got to listen to everyone else, and it's just so cool to see like how many people are in that community, but then like are like different or similar or have like, you know, the experience that they had writing. So it was really cool.
That's awesome.
But
that is so
definitely
cool.
one of my favorites.
Okay, well, it looks like Autumn has joined us as well, if she's ready. And so we have another guest.
Hey!
Hi, friend.
Hi.
How is everyone?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm here. Hi. I'm
you.
happy to be here.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Yes.
Do you want to do a little intro?
Sure. So, hi everyone who doesn't know me. I'm Autumn Ashley, another author tuber in our community. I host live streams as well as just vlog my writing journey. And today, I think I'm going to work on my project, which is a fantasy novel.
Fun. Very cool. Does that mean that we're all working on fantasies then?
Wow. This like never happens.
Love that.
That's so fun.
So wait, so we have, am I the only adult fantasy writer though?
I don't know what genre
I'm
mine
like
is.
potentially new
Yeah.
adult. I'm not really sure.
I wasn't sure if, I know like, I think we all have talked about, depending on where we're at writing.
Yeah.
I started off as young adult as well.
Yeah. Okay, because I want mine to be new adult, but like traditional publishers like do not publish new adult.
I know.
Yeah. But like I also just need to like figure some other major things out with the story first before I can actually like pick that.
Yeah.
So I'm not 100% sure right now.
That's okay. I told Adam the same thing. Like, just write your story and then determine what it is after.
Oh yeah, we have no idea. It's just a chaos. Like,
Love it.
Perfect.
yeah.
Damn.
That's awesome. Okay, Gia was in Legally Blonde this month.
Okay, I know that one.
That's so fun.
Ooh.
I've never seen it in play form. Is it anything similar to the movie?
No idea.
I haven't seen it. I think it is, but it's just with like music.
Sure.
From my understanding, but I've only seen like snippets, so I haven't actually seen the full production.
Okay.
The podcast. I'm gonna put it in our private chat.
Okay, and then I can put it in the. I can probably.
Yeah, Community Tapestry Project. So if anyone like is on their phone and wants to look it up, it was the Community Tapestry Project. It doesn't actually tell me the date, but it was March 2020. No, April 2020, because that's when NaNoWriMo was. Can't remember.
Very cool. Well, I'm definitely going to go listen to that later today.
Yeah, it was so cool. And there is 2 parts, so like I was on the second part, but there's a one that's all on there as well.
Okay, awesome. That's so cool. Okay, so Hufflepuff only has 1,500 approximately left of camp. This is my first year taking part, and my goal was 20,000. Nice.
That's awesome.
Autumn, you were not doing camp. Remind me.
I was, but what I was doing were different like writing experiments or challenges.
Mm-hmm.
But then yesterday's vlog was a hot mess, which was like the chaos that my life has been, and I just wasn't in the right mindset to do whatever this writing experiment was. Okay. So yeah, but I have been participating, but it was to do different writing experiments.
Very cool. I love that. It's a very different goal.
I loved it too until yesterday.
Sure, that makes sense.
And then the Water Nation attacked.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I don't know what.
It's an epic fantasy. There's like 14 books, and it's coming out as an Amazon Prime original TV show in November, sometime this year. Because that's another one. My friend is like, "We're gonna watch this, and you have to read it." And I'm like, "There's way too many books for me to read."
Yeah, especially in school.
Yeah.
Wow.
At least this, because I have 3 classes in the fall, so I'm like powering through, so then I'm done. But I just don't know how. I was told they're not super intensive, but you never know until you're there.
Right. And it also can just like kind of depend on like what your headspace is going into a book too.
Yep.
Completely get that. Autumn, Anna
really
loved your last vlog.
Oh my God. I almost didn't post it, but I wanted to at least post something. So I shared the chaos of my life.
That just has to happen sometimes.
Right? I mean, you live and learn and you grow, and not every day is a good day, but you can turn it into a good day.
Yeah. Gio asks, Brooke is working on a fantasy?
Brooke is working on a fantasy. Yeah. It's an assassin novel. It's called Project Blade. So that's all I got.
That's all I got.
That's very exciting. Okay. It's very similar. It's pretty much the same. It's actually raunchier and more risque than the movie, which is surprising. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming. It was nice to have you here. I find the Wheel of Time even more intimidating than Stormlight.
Agreed.
Is it because there's way more books?
They're all so huge.
Oh, of course they are.
As I said, like, it's literally like it would probably take me years at this rate to finish them all.
Okay, gotcha.
I think it's I want to say it was either Elliot Brooks or Murphy Napier on like the booktube side of things.
Mm-hmm.
But I think one of them was reading it and then they just like gave up at some point because they're like, there's just too many. I can't. I think it was Murphy, but I was like watching her journey and I'm just like, this is not helping me at all.
Well, that's funny. How did you guys decide on a title for your work in progress? Do any of us actually have like titles, or do we just have like placeholder titles?
Not for the current one. Like I have past ones, not this one.
Okay. Like I have like a document in which like every time I come up with a potential title, I put it in the document, but like Project DE stands for what the original concept title was that just like no longer applies, but I don't want to keep renaming it as I'm going until I like get to the end.
Yeah.
I technically have, so Prophecy Project was my placeholder. I always just, whatever main concept I have is what I stick it on. So Prophecy, there's a prophecy in it, Prophecy Project.
Excellent.
But I really struggle with titles, and I usually don't come up with something until I'm very much in the throes of the book, and that means usually several drafts.
Yeah.
But what I typically like to do is I like to take the major themes and keywords. So like mine, for instance, is like prophecy, fates, fools, magic, like things that are in it, like buzzwords, industrial revolution. So, and then I try to use those words to come up with a title. So I do technically have a title right now. I don't know if it's gonna stay, but I did like technically kind of query one thing with this, and I use that title.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So that's what my advice is. If you're struggling, is just to figure out what your keywords are and then make them into something.
Yeah, and so for my project, Project Brina is the main character's name. But also like another key thing, it's also called, like, I have two working titles, but it's like Project Brina, and then the other title I also use interchangeably is To Save the King, because like that's what the novel's about. So those are the two things. So Project Brina, it's the main character's name, or To Save the King, which is what the novel's about.
Okay, very cool. Love that.
Yes.
Brooke, you have a
Thank
plan?
you. I try. Same concept as Bree being like prophecy project. It's literally like that was daggers was like the start of this idea for this novel. That was it. That's all I had, and then it just kind of like stemmed from there, which is kind of hilarious. But yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Keep it simple.
I love Gio's answer. It's just like easy.
I don't.
Oh, that's funny. Don't know if they'll make any publishers happy in terms of marketing, but they have decent titles. I totally understand that.
This is why I don't honestly worry about title. If you're going to go traditional publishing, really the titles don't matter, because most of the time they're going to change them. And there's like a whole team. Like you literally I watched, I think it was Alexa Dunn's video on this, and she basically had was given like 10 potential titles and then had to narrow it down, and they went from there. So like, I think she said there was like one word in her title that she kept.
At least she got a say, though. At least she got to pick.
And sometimes you don't get a say. That is
true.
And that's what scares me about traditional publishing. And then also, like, you don't really get a opinion on like the titles, like, and what like the covers, sorry, not the titles, the covers look like. Like, it's just like whatever other people kind of come up with. I'm too much of a control freak to let somebody else. Because like, what if you have a really awesome story and just the cover just doesn't grab your attention? Like, and that happens, but that scares me.
I will say at least though that covers are really stepping up their game anymore. Like, I don't see many books that have bad covers.
That's true.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least not in bookstores. Like when I go into a bookstore, at least like most of them, like 90% of them look interesting.
Yeah.
Now, which is certainly an improvement.
Yeah.
At least it's like hopeful with having a team that like gets to like come up with that stuff, though, because like that is their job. That's what they're supposed to be good at. And so you hope that they know what they're doing. Yeah. I do understand the draw of self-publishing, that aspect, though, where like you can make the decisions, you can make it exactly like what you want it to look like. Like that would be, there's certainly an appeal there.
And then that's also the downside, which we don't have to get into the pros and cons, but because there's pros and cons to everything. And everyone has their own opinions.
Absolutely. Allie needs a title or they can't write. That's really interesting.
I need one so I can talk about it on YouTube, or else like, like I need a project name at least. Otherwise it's just like my fantasy novel. Like that just doesn't sound as fun.
Yeah.
I just need something to save my document as.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, so this is kind of similar to what Bree said. Looking at themes, key reoccurring symbols or words, stuff like that. And then I come up with several possible titles, switch some words around, and pick the one I'm most satisfied with. Okay, so I believe Bree is the only person here who is queried. Does the title when you're querying matter? Or is it kind of like the pitch that's like the most important, and the title doesn't
really the pitch. I mean, yeah, the pitch is really the most important part. Now, obviously, you should have a title of some sort. Like if you, unless it's like Project X is like actually like what the book is about. Like you don't want to kind of have that in there. It's going to look unprofessional. But the title really doesn't matter. I mean, the thing that they're going to look for is how your query is written. Because if your query is written terribly, they're not going to think you're a good writer.
Sure.
The whole like pitch of the book, like the book little grab that you have, and the like content. So like if you're writing adult, are you saying that it's a 200,000 word novel, or is it more acceptable like 100,000? If you're writing YA contemporary and you say it's 150,000, they're going to be like, what are you doing? So
sure. Okay. Good to know.
Yep.
Not that I'm going to be querying anytime soon, but I want to be.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Any advice on how to write tones of words? Tons, maybe? I've written 700 words in 2 days because I keep rewriting intriguing sections.
Yeah. I guess it would be tons or tones, because they are two different things. But I'm thinking maybe tons.
I read something where like if you're struggling with like going back and rereading and rewriting what you were working on like the previous day, you just like highlight it and turn it to white so you can't see it except for like the last line, and then you just keep going from there. Like if you physically like cannot stop yourself from like looking back at it, you can just like highlight it and change the color and then change it back to black later. I thought that was really cool when I like read that. Or you can like open up a new document and start writing for the new day, like in a new document or something.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, the new document thing definitely helps. I don't recommend it if you're going to be co-writing, because we have like 500 documents in Google Docs now because of how many times we kept making things. But that was what helped us, because we kept going back and like rewriting everything together. So it was like one of us would do it and then we would get stuck on something, and then it would be like 3 years later and we'd have like 500,000 words, but nothing that's actually a coherent story. So yeah, it's just, you really can't go back and edit. I mean, I would just say whatever will stop you from editing, just get your first draft done, or whatever draft you're on, but stop editing as you go, because it's going to take you forever.
Yeah. I second that.
Yeah, absolutely. That was like the biggest thing that I learned after like drafting like my first book was like, it literally doesn't matter if you like just like want to go back and like work on what you were like wrote the previous day. If your ideas change, just like keep writing with your ideas, and you can just like edit everything later and save yourself so much time. Amazing. Charlie says, I have a work in progress name for all 15 books I have planned, one trilogy and one 12-book series.
I'm amazed.
That's insane. Only one is confirmed for book one, but the others aren't attached to the stories.
Yeah,
right.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it was either that or The Stars We Steal. Those are the only two. One of those two that she had kept something.
Sure. I queried my work in progress to 5 agents and then realized my title was horrible. It just gave up contemporary vibes when it should have given off fantasy vibes. I'm going to self-publish because I want 90% control. Fair.
Feel that.
More power to you. I love that book cover. I still haven't bought it, but I want to, because the second one's coming out this year. And I love the DLS.
Okay, my computer's being slow, but I'm trying to look it up right now.
Is it by Lindsay Ellis?
Yes.
She's a YouTuber, and it's like a sci-fi first contact with aliens.
Oh, interesting. It kind of has, I don't know if 90s vibes is correct, but it kind of has like a past decade vibe with like the bright orange. But it's definitely eye-catching. Like that would stand out in the bookstore for sure.
It reminds me of like, and I think that's because of like the genre too, but it definitely gives me those like 1984.
That's
Brave New World.
exactly.
Like all
I
of those.
literally just looked up 1984. I was like, I swear that book looks like this. That's the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it totally
Glad
is.
we were syncing there.
Yeah, I was like looking on a different tab at 1984, and then you were like, it gives me like 19. I was like, oh my God.
I got my idea from a prompt on Pinterest, so I named it after that project, not Spar, but I plan to actually call it that. I like that. Also, Pinterest is great. Love Pinterest.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Check out Chris Fox's 5,000 words an hour. It helps me a lot. He even did a series to prove he was writing 5,000 words. That's insane.
That's awesome.
I think there's a lot of dictation in that, if I'm correct. And I'm still not sold on that.
I think Kate Kavanaugh did an experiment where she tried to do that. And I think a lot of it was dictating, but also like in like 5-minute bursts.
Mm.
And then if you put the 5-minute bursts all together, then it like adds up to like 5,000 words in an hour or something like that. Which like I don't totally buy, because then it's like whatever. I don't know. I should probably just like read the book and see what I think instead of going off other
Judging it, yeah.
Right, exactly. Anyways, my 20 book series, y'all are just really going for it. Is on the back burner now. I got burnt out.
I love that. My kids.
That is the funniest thing I think I've read. My candles got waxed.
Thank you so much. And thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Leah. Dictations would have so many ums and typos for me. Yeah, and like it always has then like errors too when that pops up. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I got the idea for my story from a show I was watching, and they investigated a murder at Syracuse.
Circus, I think.
Okay. Solid. I totally skipped over the A in front of it. So like a circus. I get that. And I remember thinking I wanted to start a series about a circus performer who solves mysteries. Interesting.
Love that.
It's one of the only non-zombie stories I have. Love zombies. Okay. Okay, that's fair.
Cool.
Okay, so for our second writing sprint, how long are we thinking? What do you guys want to do?
I'm good with whatever, because I'm reading and at like going marking stuff, so I'm not going to give any words, but
25.
Sure. Brooke, does that work for you?
Yeah, I like 25.
That's what I thought. But,
25 is my favorite.
I knew it.
Awesome. Then we will set this up for 25 minutes, and we are going to start our second sprint of this live stream in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. That's time. And that concludes our second sprint. We did 25 minutes. How did everybody do?
I did good. I finished a chapter.
Nice.
Uh-oh, did Sarah freeze?
She might have. She might have.
I think I froze. That's cool.
You're back.
Sorry. What were you saying? Because I really missed it.
Oh no.
Are we good?
Oh.
You're like lagging. You
That's
keep
perfect.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it again real quick. I read through one chapter.
Perfect. I heard all of that.
I got 630, so
Nice.
Nice.
yeah.
I did not do what I thought I was going to do because work texted me and I was dealing with that. So like one of our employees is going on maternity leave and we're already short-staffed. So now everybody has to pick up a shift for 12
Yeah.
weeks. So we're trying to figure out how to make that work.
Oh my
Her
god.
maternity leave is only 12 weeks.
Oh yeah.
United States.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you
What?
push out that baby and you get right back to work, girl.
And we have to use our vacation time. Most
You do not.
Yep.
Mhm.
or you don't get paid.
Mhm. Yeah, that can definitely be a whole conversation in itself right there.
I am absolutely rattled right now.
Yeah,
That's
it's
terrible.
terrible. But sorry, I was dealing with that.
That's fair. I also had to do some work stuff because something popped up. And I made myself food, so at least there was that.
What are you eating?
Yeah.
That's
So I just like reheated like a tofu scramble that I had made a couple days ago.
Ooh, sounds good.
Yeah.
It was yummy. I don't know where I left off in the chat.
Well, I think there was a conversation that was happening while we were writing too.
Oh, for sure. That's why it's
Yeah,
so many.
just confusing.
Okay. I'm the zombie queen. Love that. From a local write-in that just ended, ready to inflict more pain on my characters. All right, let's go.
Solid.
I don't know what that means, but thank you. I'm assuming it's positive.
Oh, nice.
Yay.
Nice.
Congratulations. Wow, that's awesome.
Yes.
Always a good victory.
Allie says, take my circus mystery up to 10K. It's going to be a novella, so another 10 to 20K more, and I'm done. Nice.
Awesome.
This is the first day of the rest of our lives. Body, that's a fancy way of saying YOLO. Nice. Well, hopefully it stopped.
Oh no, Allie.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Hi.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Okay. 461. Nice.
Nice.
Sarah says,
Sarah.
okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Nice. Hope everyone did well. I edited 558 because I can't read numbers right now. 438, which is the biggest chunk I've written in a month. Win. Nice.
Yes,
Nice. Good job.
Yeah.
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 That's what Canada's is?
Oh my God.
I was actually under the impression that it was your full salary for 12 months. And then if you wanted to do 18, then it's up half or something. Like for the, anyways.
We're
Yeah.
doing it all wrong. I was born in the wrong country.
Right? I'm gonna be like, all right, let's go across the border.
I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna have kids ever. I don't think I'm going to, so I'm fine.
I'm not. You can take mine, Autumn, if that's how it works.
No.
I'd
No,
much rather foster or adopt, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Do we still get
I agree.
maternity leave for that? I guess you guys don't get it
No.
anyways, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
you know. Though and it definitely does depend on certain jobs. Like there are certain companies in the United States that are trying
Of
to like
course.
help.
Yeah.
Like my husband's company gives him like 2 full paid weeks off for paternity leave. Yet I don't
Yeah,
even get
they do
paternity
that
leave.
here too.
Yeah. So there's some companies which are nice, but a lot of them they don't care. It's just a business.
It is, and that's what's sad about it.
And they technically, if you want to take off more time in the 3 months, then they don't have to keep your job after that. So they can only hold your job for 3 months, and if you want to take longer, then you don't have to stay.
That is really sexist, also.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Before we go on, I do have to pop off.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I wish I could stay a little bit longer. But if you're going in maybe about an hour or so, I might be able to pop back on. But thank you so much for having me, and I'm so glad I was able to see everybody. And even though I didn't write, but it was still nice to just chat.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your writing, and I'm rooting you on.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Awesome. I still can't get over the 12 to 18 months. That's insane.
I know. I mean, that's like amazing. That's why I say I'm always going to move to Sweden, because Sweden's like the same over there. And it's just like you get so many benefits, and they like move to like a 4-day work week. And I'm like, why am I still here?
Yeah, seriously. As a mother of 3, yes, maternity leave here sucks. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I give you all the props.
Laboring of the free, overtime of the brave.
Yep.
Okay, Natalia came up with an ideal routine. It might be too ambitious, though, considering my current routine, aka saying I'm going to be more productive and then watching YouTube instead. It's worth a shot. Yep, absolutely. 428, nearly at the climax. Nice. Canada has maternity leave, which is 2 weeks for the mom and parental leave for the rest of the 12 to 18 months, which either parent can take, and you can split it up. Interesting.
That's awesome.
Well, sweet. Are we ready to get back into another sprint, or do we want to keep talking for a little while?
I'm good either way, because if we do another sprint, I'll probably have to pop off after that to go get dinner. But I'm also okay talking and then popping off. So doesn't matter.
Okay. How long of a sprint would you like to do? Because it's probably what I'm leaning towards.
Yeah, I gotta leave at like 6:15. So
Just what, 30 minutes away?
Mm-hmm.
Are you cool with like another like 25?
That's fine with me.
Okay. Cool. Then let's do that. Because I'm like finally getting like almost ready to start writing. And so I think I can in this one.
Perfect.
Oh, not that. That was too many. All right. So we are about to start our next sprint. It's going to be 25 minutes long, and we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. Okay. And that's another 25-minute sprint down. How are we feeling? What'd you guys get done?
I got 589, so it's pretty good.
Nice. What does that bring you to for your total for the day so far?
Yeah, good question. I'll get back to you on that.
Okay, cool.
I read another chapter, and I really like where it's going. I've been kind of like satisfied with like what I feel like my second draft is much better than I thought it was going to be, which is good. But there's like these little details that I'm like, ooh, like even like this word is actually better than this word because this implies something completely different. So,
Okay.
like the one
Nice.
I had, like, I was talking about like something was coming for the sister, but I'm like, it's not that something's coming, it's just that there's like something dark that's following more. Like there's like a dark presence. And I'm like, but that I feel like it was better described than the other thing. So it's like kind of making small changes like that. And I think the third draft's gonna be solid. I hope.
Nice. That's impressive.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I hope. But then again, I could like give it to people after this and they'll be like, what are you thinking?
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
So we'll see. But I mean, for what I've been pretty confident with what I've been, things I have to like change or whatever. Like third draft's still gonna take me some time, but
Yeah.
I think it's gonna go much quicker than my second draft.
Okay, nice. Very cool. I ended up just doing like a couple pages. I'm not really counting word count right now. And then something else popped up for work.
Oh my God.
So, love that. I am on call right now, so like I'm fully aware that can happen, but at the same time, I really like it when I'm on call and then nothing happens.
Yeah. I had my last job was an on-call job, and I do not miss that at all.
Yeah. It certainly has its pros and cons.
You at least rotate, like that you're not always on call?
Yeah, and like my weekend is like Thursday at noon to Saturday at noon, so I get like Thursday and Friday night off.
Good.
And then I'm on call for Saturday at noon until Monday at noon, and then my coworker comes back on for like the weekdays too. So
That's good.
we kind of switch off, which is nice. But yeah.
Well, I am going to take the opportunity before you get into the comments to
Sounds good.
say goodbye because I have to go get my dinner. But thank you so much, Sarah, for asking me to join. And I'm glad I was able to because I obviously cannot keep any of my days straight anymore. So
Yeah, well, I'm really glad you could.
yes. And if you guys want to follow me for writing and book and other things that I might post, feel free to do so. And my channel is just my name, so it's easy enough. Oh, and I think Sarah froze.
Did I freeze?
I thought you were just really intently staring at the screen.
I'm so enraptured by what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh no. Well, Brooke, it's nice seeing you. No.
Yeah, it's nice seeing you. Have a good dinner.
Yeah, thank you. I feel bad because I want to wait till like Sarah gets back, but then I'm like, I don't know when she's gonna get back.
I'm not sure what is occurring over there.
Poor internet. It sounds like. I mean, now she's in like Utah, isn't she? So I don't know how it is out there. I was like, because I feel like with Texas, I'm sure like I'd be like maybe there's storms, but oh no,
Oh,
oh there she is.
I had to like back out of StreamYard. Sorry. My bad.
I was just
My
saying.
wife
Oh, sorry. I didn't want to like. I was like, I didn't want to like leave while you were frozen because I felt bad. I couldn't say goodbye.
No, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening. My Wi-Fi is just being weird today, I think. Yeah, yikes. But thank you so much for joining us. Bree's link to her channel is down in the description box if you guys want to go check her out. Really think you should. She's great. Yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Yes. And I probably won't be able to pop on. So I wish everyone else the best of luck for however long you guys go. And I'm sure I'll see you guys soon.
Sounds good. All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
bye.
Okay. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is being so weird today.
Yeah, that is weird.
Huh.
I
Okay.
feel like you usually have super good Wi-Fi, so
And like in this apartment, it's been pretty solid.
yeah, I remember you saying that.
And like literally my modem is like sitting underneath my TV right there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it shouldn't be. Anyways, weird. Let us know how you guys did in the comments for that sprint and overall today. I need to figure out wow, I love how everybody's explaining maternity leave.
It's hilarious, I know.
It's like wild and yeah, it's bad here. Or so I've heard, obviously not speaking from personal experience. Luckily for me, I was unemployed when I had my daughter. Okay. That was, yeah. I don't think either of my parents took leave when my sister was adopted. So in Federated Russia, baby adopts you. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I like the concept.
Yeah, I think it's just a joke, but
yeah. Okay, cool. I was assuming as much, but still. Ooh. Made up planet names for a dark fantasy. Any suggestions? I'm curious to see what comes up. Isn't Andromeda a real? Yeah, okay.
it's like it's a galaxy, I think, right? Andromeda Galaxy? What do I know? I don't know.
Sounds right. I'm willing to go with it. I like Creighton. That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
This is fun. I love it when people like talk about naming things in the chat.
I know.
It's always so entertaining. People have like so many good ideas too. Okay. I love how like Allie and Hufflepuff are just going back and forth about this. This is awesome. I'm also trying to like skim and see which ones I should like say out loud or which ones can be just like skipped over.
I know. It's always so tough.
Yeah, sneered is good. Just doing some bedtime stretches. That sounds lovely, honestly. I kind of want to take a nap. I don't nap well, though. I wish I did.
Neither do I. I always feel terrible after I nap.
Yeah, and then I can't sleep well like that next night, and so it's just
Right.
not worth it. 379, nice. Just passed 20K in my word goal for camp of 25. So pumped. Congratulations. Buff. Yep. That was me. Out of curiosity, what jobs do you guys do? I am a flight planner for a private charter company, meaning that I do like flight planning for like private jets.
I work at a university. That's
nice.
I'm not a professor. That's yeah.
Do you think you would ever want to like be a professor or like teach a class or anything?
Yeah, I think it would be really cool. Like the thing is, so like I don't want to pay for a master's and a PhD. So like I would do it if I had endless funds though. I would absolutely do it. I just don't want to pay for it. Like I'd have to do a year of pre-masters. So I would be like, my degree was in criminology, but I did a 3-year degree instead of a 4-year degree.
Okay.
So to do, if I wanted to do a master's in sociology or criminology, I would have to do an extra year of courses at like a higher level, which is called pre-masters. So I would do pre-masters and then masters and then PhD. So
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Is the pre-masters basically just to like take it up to a 4-year degree?
Pretty much. Like it wouldn't be a 4-year degree because I mean, like I was awarded my 3-year degree, so like it's basically just to get you up to the level you need to be at to be able to like take those like graduate level courses. So because I didn't take like certain prereqs, I guess, that you would need. So yeah.
Okay, interesting. People are saying bye to Bree. Andromeda is a galaxy. Yes. Thank
Okay.
you.
Oh my gosh, I know something.
Third black sister? I don't remember Andromeda being a character in.
Definitely not in the movies.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I read the books too, but that was ages ago.
Right. I read them all when I was like 18. So it was,
Oh yeah, you would know better than me for sure.
well, it's still 6 years ago, but
Yeah, but that beats my like, oh man, I don't even know when the last time I read them was. A very long time ago.
I don't know. That's funny though. It like sounds familiar, but I just have zero recollection. It must have been like a really minor character. There are also so many characters in those books, so.
Mhm.
Okay, so 487 for that sprint, 892 words altogether, and then did some brain dumping to figure out what the heck was going on. Love that. 1 3/4 pages of story notes. That's legal pad length, a real legal pad. Love that. Legal pads are so satisfying.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, I have a little one sitting in my desk. It's like a mini one. It's not like a full size or anything, but like it's like so cute.
Yeah, they're very fun.
They're so nice. It's good. The yellow, I don't know. It like makes it like more casual almost. Like takes the pressure off of it. Those who can't teach do. Interpret that however you want. Yeah, you can take that a multitude of ways. Actually, in a long time, Andromeda is most likely going to run into the Milky Way. Excellent. This is just what I remember from my science class, so I'm not a professional with actual knowledge.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah. Is it?
Maybe not.
I mean, like it's not going to happen when we're here for sure, but
I mean, like a galaxy isn't like a tangible thing though. So like a collision of two galaxies like run into, it's not like two planets colliding, right? Like a galaxy is made up of gases and planets and crap. I don't know.
But like the gravity and stuff would be affected, and it might like, oh, it might turn into like, we're like a spiral galaxy or something. Those are cool. I don't know. I like space. I just don't know a ton about it.
Yeah, agreed.
Charlie says, well, my computer shut down to update and all my words for the last hour are gone, even though I saved. What?
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, no. That really does suck. I'm so sorry. Narcissa, Bellatrix, and Andromeda. They were the Black Sisters, but Andromeda was banished. Oh, wow. Okay. I do not remember that.
Like, I mean, like, technically, though, because, like, Bellatrix is Bellatrix Lestrange, so you don't think of them, but they're related to Sirius Black.
Wow. Why do I not remember, like, any of that? Okay. Well, were they in, like, the giant, like, family tree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, yeah, it's gonna happen like a long, long time in the future. That's
no one's even gonna be here.
No, the human race is gonna be gone by that
yes.
point. Legal pad equals cute. This is where our society has gone. Thank you, Anna, for defending me. To be fair, that was
anything mini. Anything mini is cute. It's true. Oh my god. Quick story. I ordered groceries and I swear to God, I ordered like a regular jar of mayo. Paid like $4 for it, and I got one that's like this big. And it's adorable, but I'm a little salty.
Because you didn't get your full jar.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, it is what it is. But
yeah.
Maybe I just ordered the wrong one. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, Andromeda is Tong's mother. Good to know. When Andromeda and the Milky Way collide, a brand new galaxy will be made. Stars will be thrown out of each galaxy into deep space. That's so cool. It's wild. Okay, yes. Okay, because my Wi-Fi is acting weird and I'm kind of developing a headache, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. But thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Hang on. Or because the mayonnaise is low on sodium just from being small.
I said I was salty about it.
That's cute. Thank you guys so much. Love that. Thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate it. If you have not checked out any of my co-hosts' channels, they are all linked down in the description box below. If you forgot or have not already left a like on this video, I would really appreciate it because it helps the YouTube algorithm help recommend my videos. And thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you. Brooke, do you want to say anything before we close out?
Sure. I just want to let you guys know that I'm vlogging camp and on my channel that's over here and in the description. So I'm actually vlogging this weekend. I'm trying to do a 10K day and I'm going, or a 10K day, a 10K weekend. So if you guys want to see me potentially fail or potentially succeed, hopefully, in doing a 10K weekend, check out my channel on Monday.
Our fingers are crossed. You got this.
I got it for today, that's for sure. So
what are you, okay, wait, what are you sitting at now?
Oh yeah, okay. So I wrote 1,699 during this stream.
Okay.
So that brings me to 3,862. So I just need like 1,100 more-ish for the day.
Got this.
I'm scared I'm going to be burnt out for tomorrow though.
Are you starting to feel burnout?
Not really, but I mean, I also have to do some like client work this weekend that I can't ignore. So like I totally ignored it today, but
okay,
yeah.
I see. Okay, well, wow. But you got this. I'm looking forward to watching that video. All right. Well, without further ado, I'm going to end the broadcast, but thank you guys so much for coming and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.